Hey guys, bit of Owen here. How we doing out there? All good? Good. I've done a video for a while. I bought anything, so nothing to unbox or review particularly. So I figured I'd do a little catch up on Walking Dead Season 7 so far. Well, we're halfway through the first half of the new season, and I think it's been pretty good so far. It's been pretty solid. As The Walking Dead goes, these past 4 episodes have all been good. The second one was a little bit, probably the weakest of the lot. We had Ezekiel, we had Shiva the Tiger, which was good. We had a slightly deranged Carol. I don't quite know what's going on with her really. I don't like her character much at the moment. I like tough as balls Carol, not this sort of... I just don't like the way she's going. She's all, I don't know, she turns to God, the stuff with the rosary beads in the previous, end of the last season. So, yeah, I don't like her character at the moment. In the comic anyway, she's been dead for ages. She's kind of morphed into what Andrea in the comic has become. So, yeah, she's different, but she's not my favourite character at the moment. She was for a while, but not my favourite, but one of my favourites, but now I'm not really bothered. She gets killed off. I won't be that fast. So that was episode 2. The first episode, obviously, that was great. You'll see my review on that. Second episode, it was alright. Third episode, which focused on Daryl at the Saviour's place, I thought it was really good. I thought the music was great, the way they did it. Wasn't even sure to start with whether or not he could hear it, whether it was just us that could hear it. Brilliant. It was such a really good episode. I like the way it focused on Dwight quite a bit as well, with showing how he's sort of become subservient to Negan and like taking his wife away from him and scarring him with the iron. I know they didn't show that, but I wonder if they might do a flashback and actually show that happening. I thought that was been done really well. I can't quite figure out if he actually likes Daryl. Like in last night's episode 4, he gets his bike. He kind of says that he can get it back at some point if he wants it. Is he just playing with him? Is he just trying to piss him off? Or is he actually trying to be nice to him? I think if it gets to the point where it does in the comic, where he turns on the gang, is he going to befriend Daryl to try and turn on him? I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Last night's episode, I really liked. I know a few people out there who I spoke to this morning, they weren't that keen on it. They don't like the humour of Negan as much. I like that. I think they cut the swearing out of the comic, because he swears like a trooper. He's effing and jeffing all the time in the comic, and he doesn't in this. But they've kept the way his humour, his lines, the way he kind of, hey, it's like, I like the way he sort of swings back on himself. Like when he's told a joke, he's like, he's nuts, isn't he? Oh, by the way, I've got my Negan Sluggers t-shirt on from last month's Loot Crate. Big shout out to my man Undead Wes, who gave this to me because he didn't want it. Sweet t-shirt. I love it. It's a great print. Look at that. Boom! I really like Negan. In the comic, he's I hated him to start with, like a lot of people probably do who are watching the show now. They don't like him. Cheers, just have a coffee. But he's such an awesome character. He's really grown on me into possibly my favourite character at the moment. The way Kirkman writes him, he's so funny. He's such a funny guy. Dean Morgan. One is Dean Morgan. Bradley Dean Morgan. That's not right. Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I like him. I think he could have been a bit bigger, a bit broader, but he's definitely caught the spirit of Negan. Totally. I just think he cracks me up. He's just really funny. Yesterday, little pig, let me in, knocking on the gates. That was wicked. Quite a few people said that he definitely could have been shot by Carl. Carl had that matey at gunpoint. Could have easily turned the gun on Negan, but I figure, yeah, he could have shot him. Might not necessarily killed him, but then everyone else had the guns. everyone, all the people, all those guys, all the saviors went into the camp. They took all their guns, and even if they hadn't even taken their guns, they were there. They were armed. They were basically armed and dangerous. Rick's crew, I don't know. They're not even walking around with guns. Well, maybe they were, but they're not up for a fight. A small part of them are 10 of them. About 10 people there who were going to fight, but the rest they're just not prepared for it. So, and you can see that Rick, he's holding Lucille, and he's tempted a few times to just give Negan a good old clubbing, and he doesn't. And yeah, they could do that. Yeah, I guess they could they could have killed him off by now. But then that's that story over with, and then you're moving on to the next one. And I like the slow build up. It needs that. The TV show is about the characters. At the end of the day, it's not just about blood and guts and zombies. It'd be a pretty short-lived show, really. There's that Z Nation on one of the channels. I don't know what channel it's on. I watched a little bit of it. It's just stupid. It's daft. It's it's crap, really. And that's what Walking Dead would turn into if it was just all zombies, shooting, blood, death. Characters would be dying left, right, and centre, and you wouldn't care for them. So then it'd be pointless. But, so next week they're going to focus on the hilltop. That's going to be another. I think we're going to get. That's the 5th episode, hilltop. Then we're going to get another episode probably back at the Kingdom. So that'll be number 6. Another episode with Daryl. That's number 7. And maybe the 8th episode, the mid-season finale, is going to be bringing perhaps the hilltop and the Kingdom and Alexandria together. Maybe. I think we've got a long way to go before any sort of rebellion by Rick. I think we're talking maybe the end of this season. So that's another. We've got a gap of not quite 6 months as it is Easter time. So this will end. This will end before Christmas, and we'll come back about 4 months after that. So. Anyway, guys, cheers for watching. Any comments even below, please subscribe. And subscribe, comment down below. Thanks for watching. Check out other videos. There we go, that's the other one. Okay. Stay frosty.